Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 7 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In this episode, we're going to start day 2 investigation, since we just got finished proving that April May is indeed a wiretapper. Now we gotta find out exactly who it was she was with last night. Unfortunately, she's not going to tell us at all. And the reason why, she's still pissed off at the fact that we pretty much owned her in court. And she still has that face. We'll get used to seeing April May, because after this part, this is the last time you will ever see her again. Oh boy. Just the thought of her just having her eyes twitching and everything. She really is a, she's a whack job, basically. I couldn't even get the words out right, because that's just fucking hilarious. And even if I talk to her, she's not gonna say a damn thing, because there's two things we're gonna need. One, a photo of said man that she was with, and two, the bellboy's confirmation that she was with him. On that note, we're gonna have to go to Grossburg Law Office. As you can wholeheartedly see, something's a little bit off with Grossburg's office. It turns out that the painting he has is gone. Now, if you examine the painting and pick sunset, he'll realize, oh crap, that painting with the sunset is gone. But if you pick anything else, he's just going, well, actually, no matter what you pick, it's going to be something hilarious, actually. Like, you didn't really remember the painting. But whatever the case, Grossburg isn't in his office. However, this is the time you want to pick up those pictures. Especially this one right here. For crying out loud, whatever you do in this case, pick Exhibit B. Exhibit A is useless. So go ahead and pick Exhibit B, and that will be led to actually finding out who exactly was with April May last night. So with that said, let's take Exhibit B. Of course, it's that smiling douche right over there. And we are going to show this off to April. However, if you pick the wrong picture, you're going to have to come back here and get another one. And of course, the plot won't advance until you get this one. So for that sake, I have to explain why I do not like this case. The hand holding is ridiculous. And this is one of the examples of it. So with that said, off to Gatewater Hotel. We have to talk to the bellboy and get his affidavit. So he could pretty much confirm that the person she's with is the man on this picture. And for that reason, we're going to have to talk to him, and, well, he's literally talking about using Gatewater Hotel as a tourist attraction because of the fact it was not only the scene of the crime, but what he perceives was the murderer just so happened to be staying in the room. Well, he's not wrong. It's just the fact that he thought April May did it. So on that note, the bellboy is also wanting to be famous as well. Ironically enough, he doesn't stay at Gatewater Hotel at the second game. Just letting you know. On that note, let's just talk to him. Doesn't matter what you say. However, there was the question about the man with her. You're gonna need to talk to the bellboy. No, actually, show the bellboy the picture after you talk to him. So basically, you just gotta get his thoughts and all that good jazz. I mean, you can just skip this part and show him the photo. But he's going to mention that you're going to need to show him the photo first. So I guess you're going to have to talk to him. But, yeah, this game... No, not this game, but rather, this case has a lot of hand-holding. And the hand-holding is definitely going to show up in the trial. Primarily in the trial. So, with this said... We just, Wait, is he proposing something? What is it? Oh my god. He proposed to add the subtitle, Murder Motel. This man is trying so hard to have this hotel be a, tourist attraction. Seriously. But once you present him the photo, he's gonna give you his affidavit. Well, that is... if you allow him to. If you don't, you'll have to show him the photo again. But if you do, that's going to be the thing that'll make April May crack. So on that note, he is very well excited about writing the affidavit, so by all means, do so. Now, a little thing I need to note, this affidavit is only going to actually show, is only going to help you with the location of the guy and the identity of the guy. So on that note, let's head back to the detention center. Maybe now, Miss May will be a little bit more oh, she's still a bitch. She is still a bitch. So on that note, we're gonna have to make sure that this bitch knows who she's messing with. And pull out Red White's picture. And we're gonna actually put her on the spot. And then watch her reaction in 3, 2, there it is! I think she just realized who this is. And she's twitching as well. Good lord. So on that note, April May is pretty much scared to death. To the point where she wants you to show proof. This is where that bellboy affidavit came in. Well, comes in. So what you want to do is show the affidavit. And once the bellboy reveals that, well, and once she actually reads the bellboy's affidavit saying that he saw her with Red White, well, guess what? She literally has nothing else to say. In fact, she's absolutely pissed. Now there's two options, either ease her fears or push her hard. I would suggest you push her hard. Otherwise, you'll see a little bit after I deal with the push her hard option. But ease her fears is kind of a dick move. But pushing her hard will actually get things going a lot faster. Because you're going to actually blackmail her into telling everybody who was at the hotel at that night. But more importantly, Phoenix finally got a victory with all the insults that she that she told him. And he's pumping his fist in midair. Whatever the case, she'll describe the man in the photo as her boss, Red White. Oh, I almost forgot something else about this whole case in general. Phoenix was not supposed to meet April until he was supposed to go to Blue Corp. And when he did, he was supposed to have hearts in his eyes and she was staring at her chest. Capcom originally took that out. That's the only reason why I'm mentioning it here. So he already met April in the hotel. Now then, we got one-way ticket to Red White, let's show the other option. The other option, you thought that she would be kinder, sweeter, and nicer, but nope, you tend to forgot she's still pissed at you for putting her on the spot in trial. So, on that note, she's not gonna be cooperative if you ease her fears. Now then, once you mention, get the police involved, she's gonna pretty much laugh in your face because she knows that Red White has the police under his thumb. So on that note, no matter which option you choose, that's the last time you'll ever use the bellboy affidavit. However, the photo is a different story. Now that you've used the photo, well, no matter what you say to her, she's not going to be able to talk. As a matter of fact, ask her about her attitude and this is what happens. She's still constantly frowning at you. And even if you try to talk to her about the phone tap, she's not going to say anything. And she's not going to say anything about the man. So on that note, the only way you would get information from her is if you, 1, get the affidavit and the photo, and 2, press her instead of easing her fears. Because this is what the result is for easing the fears. You're now going to have to go back to Grossburg, and he's going to tell you who that guy in the photo is. However, if you'd have pressed her, you'd have been able to keep Red White's photo. If you didn't, well, you'll end up having to give it back right after you talk to Grossburg. Grossburg is actually impressed that you managed to, despite the corruption, stall for another day. So on that note, he basically wants to reminisce about the past, but is trying to wade off the subject that he's being blackmailed. So now we want to try to show him exactly who the hell that guy is. So now you're going to have to give back that photo at once. But this guy was literally marked DL6 for a reason. We'll find that out later. However, Marvin Grossburg is doing that "you didn't hear it from me" routine, meaning he's trying to keep Red White's secret, but unfortunately he can only stand so much. And the painting was basically the final straw. And so you find out about Mr. White through Marvin Grossburg. So on that note, that is what happens when you ease the fears of April May. So word of advice, press her. That makes things a lot easier, plus you'll get to keep Red White's photo until later on. Now then, since we've got that, we're going to be going to Blue Corps, no matter which one we actually do. I had to reload the game there, but unfortunately I don't have the photo on me. Now then, we're going to go to Blue Corp automatically. Well, no, actually no, the bellboy affidavit would be discarded if you chose the presser option. So on that note, you'll still keep the photo, but what I did was on a different save file. It was accidentally saved over. So yeah, I kind of lost the photo, which will happen in the next part. So all I have to say is, Red White's quite the character. In fact, he's pretty much a meme thanks to the anime. But we'll be going to Blue Corp now, since Blue Corp is our next destination. And God, this guy's a vain motherfucker. Hey, look, there's the painting in Grossburg's office. Speaking of which...
What's your name?
What's...どうも。
名前だよ、名前。君の Your name を聞いたのさ。What's your name?
That's right, folks. It is Red White. This man is very eccentric, if you haven't heard, in the Japanese dub of the Phoenix Wright anime. Hopefully this doesn't get struck with copyright. Knowing YouTube, it probably will be. But, yeah. The English dub doesn't do this justice, but the Japanese dub, by God, it is meme-worthy. This man says everything English because he traveled overseas, and that's why he speaks in that type of lingo. Quite frankly, he's a mega douche. I mean, he likes the color blue, but unfortunately he wears purple. In case anybody is wondering, red, white, and pink makes purple. Just to let you guys know. So anyway, Red White basically is acting as if he is king of the freaking world. I mean, you can't even tell. I mean, can't you tell by his office? He looks, well, rather gaudy. The man has more bling on him than God knows what. But still, coming over to this guy, you're trying to find out where he was at the time of the murder. And what you're gonna get is him talking nonsense. So go on ahead and talk to him about Miss May. Kinda don't have a choice there. That's the only way for us to actually go forward with the plot. And, see, he is so quick to throw everyone under the bus. First Maya, now he's throwing April May under the bus. Even though under his orders, she tapped the phone. We already heard it from Grossburg, he's a despicable man. But, he's basically just, he's just trying to dodge the question. Now, if you ask him about the painting, which I will later... Oh God, did he just use "Don't worry, be happy"? Really? That's not your motto, that's an actual song. And by Bobby McFerrin, no less. Anyway, you ask him about the night, he's just gonna try to beat around the bush. And also say that he's not saying anything unless you put him on the witness stand. Which he refuses to go to for some reason. And for the record, the prosecution couldn't put him on the stand for some reason. Well, I would say for some reason, but, Red White's probably blackmailed them too. Sorry, I have the hiccups there, but now we get to ask about Blue Corp. Quite frankly, it's like a internet service. Okay, I'm getting the hiccups here. Blue Corp is basically like, how I should put it, a dirt sheet. A actual living, breathing dirt sheet. This corporation is funded off of Red White's sleaziness. It's sort of like TMZ, except even more scumbaggery than Blue Corp. So on that note, all he's waiting for is for the right moment and the right time to pick up information and use it at his own expense. And all the money he gets from bribes, that's how he got this office. and the suit, and all the jewels. But primarily that painting, which, when Red White found out that Grossburg had something to do with April May going to jail, he took it from him. Speaking of which, doesn't matter if you say I've seen it before or where you get it, one thing is perfectly clear. Red White will end up, well, dodging the question again. Considering the fact that you saw that painting in Grossburg's, he's gonna dodge the question, alright. Unfortunately, he's gonna dodge. And more importantly, he's going to also give you a left hook. And a right. Jesus Christ! He Dempsey rolled your ass. But seriously, that's what happens if you try to ask about the painting, and that's supposed to happen, unfortunately. So many but thou must moments in this case. So, in other words, Red White just basically said he's gonna do whatever he wants, and there's not a damn thing anybody can do about it. For now, that is. Oh, it's gonna be joyful to take this guy down. Despite his English in the Japanese dub, it would be delightful to take this guy down. And he'll tell you to go talk to Grossburg about why he's being blackmailed. And he won't say anything else, cause he's just going to be standing there. I mean, you can examine his office if you want to. All the paintings and stuff and things of that nature, you can tell the man has been bribing people. Look at his desk. It's a bunch of musclemen holding up a desk. That's kind of an arrogant one, I can say the least. And even a statue of him holding the world with Blue Corp over it. Seriously, taking this douche down would be so satisfying. So what's going to be happening in the next part? While I'm looking at all these awards that he strong-armed to ended up getting. Well, all I can say is, in the next part, we're going to be going over to Grossburg's. And we're going to find out exactly why the hell is Grossburg taking any sort of bribes from this guy. More importantly, we will find out the answer in Part 8. This is RVman985. See you guys next time.